media outlet you have to tell people you are a founding member of the UNStuck Movement to produce real change and become a loud and provocative voice for every kid who's living outside of parental care. The UNStuck Movement is now alive. Now, where do we go from here? As I told you, we've got a lot of work to do. And we're all going to have to engage in that work together. We're all going to have to be leaders. May 17th, 2014, 1 year from today, we will have another UNStuck march. This time it'll be different though. This time it's going to be different. To chart and measure our growth and our significance and how resounding and loud a voice we're creating, we're going to have 50 marches in 50 states, arriving in every 50 state capital to make our statement. So we're going to have a television shot. Our friend and another leader of this movement, Ingraham, is going to address us. And then they're going to want us to congregate around Laura so she can speak to us. And then anybody else who wants to say their piece is welcome to. 5:30 tonight at the Renaissance is a party to celebrate the significant steps we took together to create an initiating event, the beginnings of the UNStuck Movement. Thank you very much. I can't tell you what a privilege it is. I can't tell you what a privilege it is to have taken that walk with each and every one of you. Thank you very, very much.
I don't know, can you hear me without a bullhorn? No? You can't hear me? I mean, after George W. Bush, you can't really do the bullhorn thing. But I'll stand up here. Can everybody scoot in? Come on, scoot in. Everybody's behind me, go up here. They love me ordering you around. And you get right in the front. Don't look at my dress up. Okay? Right here, right here. Now people are behind me. You guys should be in front of me. Get in front. I want to see you all. Everybody has to get in front. Don't back shot. Everybody in front. Everyone move around. First of all, I want to thank Craig for all of his amazing and selfless work on this movement. How many of you have seen Stuck? Raise your hand. It is so incredible. The story is so real and so poignant and so needed now at a time where, frankly, there's so much darkness out there in the world. There's so much cynicism about what's possible in government, especially. And I think today, the fact that you're all here and it's a beautiful day, you could be doing anything, means that there's a candle in the darkness, and that we together can send a message to not only our friends on Capitol Hill, and I have an update for you on that, but also to the leaders around the world who are sadly getting in the way of children who need homes to find their forever families. And I know I've had a chance to talk to a lot of you already, and there's so many of you who are here because a willing mother and or father stepped forward to say, my home is open to you. And I'm going to make the trip, I'm going to fill out the forms, I'm going to be a good citizen, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to bring you home. And so I want to say thank you to all the adoptive parents here. Can you raise your hand, all of you who are? And I'm wearing purple. I know a lot of you guys are wearing the great Stuck shirt, and I have mine, but I'm wearing purple. Why do you think I'm wearing purple today? Because this is not a red or blue issue. This is not a red state or blue state issue. This is one of these rare issues in Washington, listen to this, so one of the rare issues that Republicans and Democrats, I don't care whether you love Obama or don't like him, or like Bush or don't like him, this is about innocent, defenseless, voiceless children who all of us care so much about. And it's not about a scandal, it's not about cable television, it's not about the arguments we see on TV. This is about doing something really positive and great. It puts a smile on your face every day. And for Craig, for you to give up your life for the past several months and years, frankly, from Haiti through to today, you're an inspiration to me personally, and I know to so many people here today. Thank you again for doing what you're doing. I received an email from John Boehner a few moments ago that he sent out to his general list, and Speaker Boehner has today urged the White House and all political leaders, but especially President Obama, to engage with Vladimir Putin on the Russian adoption of It's so great. It's so great. I got delayed in my studio. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to walk with you today, but I was there with you. I got delayed. So as I was pulling up and I was waiting for you, I was like, where are they? I was waiting here. I got the email right as I was waiting for you, and I thought, oh, that's a great sign. Let me tell you a little bit about my story, and if you've heard me on the radio, please forgive me for being a little repetitive here. The reason I'm here today is because my life really began about now 5 years ago. 5 years ago, almost to this day, when I brought home a little girl named Maria Caroline from Guatemala City. And I know a lot of people here today are part of the Guatemalan adoptive parent world. I had the great privilege of spending a lot of time in Central America back in the 1980s when I was in college. I got to know the people of Guatemala and El Salvador really well. I speak some pretty good Spanish, and I got drawn to Guatemala. My daughter, sadly, was one of the last children out of Guatemala in 2008 when she was 3 years old. And to this day, there are hundreds, correct me if I'm not right here, Craig, hundreds of families in the United States who cannot get their children, who basically they've already adopted, out of Guatemala.
109.
Thank you. This has got to stop. We have got to break this logjam. Today is a message. About all of this. The really sad thing, of course, is the children who are waiting, and the parents who keep making the trips to Guatemala and other countries where there is this logjam. But the sad thing is that there's no need for this, right? There's no need for this. With background checks and follow-up visits and agreements, bilateral agreements between countries, we can get this done. So that's the first part of my story. Maria. Enter Michael Dimitri, who was my son I adopted now 4 years ago from Moscow. 4 years. Am I giving this right? Yes, 4 years ago. Sorry, the time goes by. 4 years ago from Moscow. He is a feisty little builder of everything Lego related, and I spent a lot of time in Russia. I went to college in the old Soviet Union for a while, so I had a connection to both countries after trying unsuccessfully to adopt domestically. The international adoption world opened up to me. And lo and behold, that worked out great. Then, a year later or so, I brought the little Nikolai Peter into my home, who's now, on Monday, 3 years old, solid muscle, and an absolute tyrant. Okay? But it's a crazy, non-traditional family that I have about 8 or 9 miles from here. And it is the most amazing,